Hi, this is Pat Iyer, and I have with me today a person who has an unusual background. He has experience as a nurse, a legal nurse consultant, a nurse practitioner, and a trial attorney. Joe, tell our listeners what they're going to learn when they come to the LNC virtual conference and hear you speak.
Well, first of all, thanks, Pat, for having me on. And I would hope, and I think as a lawyer and as a nurse, if I've learned anything, I've learned humility and the frailty of the human condition. So I will try to convey my message and the story. I think the theme of this presentation that I'm going to make to legal nurse consultants through all the years that I've done this for over 3 decades, I would say the story matters. And the LNCs are going to help a lawyer bring out their story. I think people are tired of the commercials of millions of dollars of this and that. In a time in our nation when everybody's down on their knees and financially lacking, I think people don't want to hear that. They want to hear that a lawyer is going to be a champion for them and fight for them. And LNCs can bring out that story. They can bring out that story through psychodrama, to talking about not just about a car wreck. It's just not a soft tissue injury. It's about how that person feels, that share, that way that they felt when, bam, that car wreck hurt them, where they have, it's not just soft tissue, it's about their feelings, it's about how the things they can't do anymore. And the nurses have that special knowledge. I have that special knowledge that we can share with the attorneys who are trying mightily either to defend or to prosecute the case, to be that plaintiff or the defense lawyer. I use these techniques so much through my jury selection, and I use these techniques through cross-exam and direct and my closing arguments. You know, I used to be a funeral director, you know, when I felt like it. Hello, everybody, how are you? You know, very calm, soothing voice. No, now you share, you know, I've learned over the years that you share your heart. This is why I'm representing Mr. Jones, because he is injured, and tell them, and I'm afraid to choose this jury because you all might not understand what he's been through and the pain he's been through, or minimize it, you know. And I think that nurses and legal nurse consultants understand that. They understand the holistic part of people when they're hurt, when they're injured, from their psychosocial to the way they sleep, to the way they eat, to their most intimate activities and love and belonging, and just their life care plan. We are the medium between the legal and the medical fields that often are against each other. They are polar opposites. And we are that medium that bring them together. We're the bridge. And I think that I can show these LNCs that I'm about to present to, whether you're experienced or not, just a different way. The way I practice, it's not the right way, it's just a way of doing psychodrama. I use focus groups. I have people switch roles with the judge, with the lawyers, with the jury, and with themselves, and with the defense attorney, and say, okay, I get it. I get it. This is how things really work in a 360 view. And I think if LNCs join me on this journey and I present for 60 to 75 minutes, that they will get it, that they'll see where I'm coming from, that it's the story that matters, and not only to our clients, but to the jury, to the judge, to the public. And LNCs are right there to be the great storytellers. So join me in my presentation that Pat has generously had me give this summer. And I look forward to meeting each and every one of you.
Thank you, Joe. And be sure to go to lnc.tips/July 2020 virtual. That link again is lnc.tips/July 2020 virtual. There are no spaces between July 2020 and 2020 virtual. We'll see you at the conference.